Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the last but not the least two topics which is remaining, that's classes in the JavaScript and this some new functions got added into a JavaScript. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So I'm going to start with the topic called the classes in the JavaScript in the version 6 JavaScript. Okay. So with the version 6 JavaScript, we will be able to create the classes and we will be able to create the objects and references of the classes and use those particular references to call the methods written in the classes. Okay. It is very similar to the object oriented concept, OOPS concept. If you guys are familiar with the background like Python, Java, or .NET languages, then you guys can very easily understand the object oriented concept in the JavaScript as well. Okay. So again, I will be taking the same example which I have created in my earlier tutorials, and I will be using the same UI sample app to represent the uses of the classes in the Lightning Web Components. Okay, so right now I am into the Visual VS Code, and I already created the modern JavaScript example Lightning Web Component, and so we already have the handle click function written over here, and this particular function is getting called whenever the button got pressed. This particular button got pressed. Okay. Now within this particular method, what I'm going to do, that I'm going to just create my class and create the method and call the method on the basis on the instance of the class which I am going to create. Okay. So let's see how we can create the class in the JavaScript. So it's very simple. It's very similar to the other object oriented languages. So for creating the class, we have a keyword for the class, and let's name the class as a user class name. And within the user, you have to create the constructor as well. Okay. So let's say we have the constructor, and with the constructor we will be passing the two property, let's say name comma and age. Okay. And within this particular constructor you will have to assign this particular name and age to this particular reference of the class. So this dot name is equal to name, and this dot age is equal to age. Okay. Now this is the constructor, and this will initialize the this name and this age references with the parameter you passing to the while you create the object of the class. Okay. And let me also create one more method. Let's say get user detail, and with this get user detail I will be returning the string called the I will be returning this string called the my name is dollar, and this dot name, and my age is called this dot age. Okay. Now there is one more thing that I wanted to highlight here. So in the version 6 JavaScript, you can directly create your string like this way. I mean, this is a tilt sign or whatever the sign you called. So basically, this is a tilt sign. You can find the this particular button on the keypad just before the one number. Okay. And by using this particular tilt sign, you can write your string, and whatever the variable that you have, just write the variable by using the dollar and the curly braces. Okay. So it will directly populate the variables. Okay. Now in earlier days, what we used to write to return the string, let's say So we have the return. So within a single quote, you write the my name is and then append the variable like this way. This dot name and again append the substring again. This is my age, something like this way. Okay, and so if you have the lots of the number, then you will not be able to figure it out that where to close this particular the single quote and where to append add the operator. So once you do the with a large number of variable, so you will be getting confused. So with the version 6 JavaScript, it got made very easy, and the developers life very easier to declare to tackle this kind of a situation. Okay, so this is one more thing that I wanted to add it. I wanted to add, and now so let's get back to our original discussion. So I have declared the get user detail method within the class called the user. Okay, now I wanted to call this particular get user detail whenever the user click on on the button which we have declared on the front end side. Now, in order to do so, what we have to do, we have to create the instance of the user class. So to create the instance of the user class is same that we will have to use the new keyword, and with new keyword you will have to use the user, and with the user you will have to pass the name and the age. Let's say I'm passing the name as a Jake, and I'm passing the age as let's say 27. Okay, and I will be assigning the return of this particular object, this particular class. So I will be assigning the return called the constant or a let or the where you can use as per your criteria. So I'll be using the constant here, and constant then name of the variable, let's say user object, and here we go. So now we have the user object. Now we will be creating now we will be calling this particular method written in this class on the user with the help of the user object. Okay, so in order to call this particular method, so let's say I am replacing this older one. So user, so user object dot, you can see the get username is already coming in the suggestion list, and here we go, that's it. So let me also update the message. So you can see the class method returns returns the following string. Okay, and let me save it and deploy to my org. So my code got deployed successfully to the org, and let me go back to the browser and we check our code. See, your method got called here. Okay, so this is the one concept. Now the another concept that we can also you create the static method, and that static method can be called directly by using the class name. You don't need to create the instance of the class. Okay, so now here again I'm going to create one more method called the get user detail with static with a static block, okay, or whatever you can name. So I am returning the one more string. So let's say I will be saying that this is a static method invoke. Okay, now again, so now if we don't wanted to use the create the object, then So by using the directly class name, you can call this particular get user detail with a static method. So I will be calling the same method over here, and I will say that user is the name of the class dot get user with static. Okay, and terminate this thing and deploy code to the org. So my code got deployed successfully to my org. Now let me go back to the browser and verify my code. So if I click here, I am getting the error. Okay. So now let me go back to the code and verify why I'm getting the error. Okay, so it's saying that user is get user detail method is not even. Okay, so I forgot to use the keywords called the static. Okay. Now if I deploy the code again, so my code got deployed successfully. Now let me go back to the my browser and verify my code again. Here we go. So our static method got called here. Okay. Okay. Now there is one more concept with the class that you can use the extend as well. Okay. Now let's say if you have any class written over here, and you wanted to utilize that particular piece of code to the other classes as well. So basically, the extend means that in the object oriented concept is reusability. So basically, if you wanted to reuse your existing class to the some other classes, then you can use the extend as well. Okay, so by using the extend, so we have the same concept called let's say we again need to create the one more class, and let's name the class as an employee class. Okay, and same as similar to the older one, let's say we will have to create the constructor, and with the constructor we will have to pass the parameter. Let's say parameter is name comma age comma salary. Okay, and now I will be extending the above user class, and this will be like this way. And let's say I am executing the constructor, and with the constructor I don't wanted to assign the name and the class, assign the name and the age here. I wanted to utilize my older constructor written over here. So we can use simply called a super, and with this super we will have to pass the name comma age. So it will be automatically going to call the parent constructor and will be assigning the name and the variable. Okay, and also you will have to we can assign the additional parameter that we have passed with the employee class, and this will call the this dot salary is equal to salary. Okay, and within this particular class I'm going to write the one more method. Let's say I will be using the same method, and I will say that this particular method is a employee detail method. Okay, and with this employee detail I will be saying that and my salary is called dollar this dot salary. Okay, now we will be using the same way like we have used the earlier to create the object of the employee class. So we'll be using new keyword employee. Then with employee, I will be passing the name. Let's say Honey is the name, and then my age is 27, then the salary is 50K. Okay, now I will be assigning to a variable as well. Let's say employee object is equal to new employee, and I will be saying that employee object dot get employee detail. Employee object dot get employee detail. Okay, now saving it, deploying it. So my code got successfully deployed, and let me go back to my browser and validate my code. I'm clicking here. So here is the string that we have added to the employee method. So my name is Hani and my age is 25 and my salary is 50K. So here we go. So basically this is a small concept of the class, and from your end you can go ahead with the wi- with the practicing session and try to create the class and try to create the object of the classes and call the properties and call the methods of the classes, okay, like you do in your native programming languages called like Java or the C++. Okay, and okay, so this is the one part of it, and there is one more part that I want to highlight here, the newly inserted methods that we have in the version 6 JavaScript library. Okay, so in order to do so, I will go to the site called the W3 School, and within the W3 School you can see that there are lots of the newly method global method got introduced with the JavaScript version 6. Some of them are, let's say, a finite variable. Okay, so with the finite you can easily identify if the number is finite or the infinite, so it will display whether this particular number is finite or infinite, and return the true and false boolean based on your parameter you passing to it. And in the same way, the is and an number method got introduced, and the exponential the way the power method we have in the math library. So they have changed the they have now changed the implementation like this way. So by using the double asterisk, you can get the exponential of the two numbers. Okay, and there is a lot more to go ahead. So basically you can find all this particular thing to the W3 School or to the directly JavaScript release node. Okay, and yeah, so this is pretty much from my end, and a big thank you for watching this video. And in my next tutorial I will be keep focusing on the Lightning Web Component especially, and I will be demonstrating the use of the templates in the Lightning Web Component. Okay, guys, a big thank you for watching this video, and I will keep continue working on my upcoming tutorials. Thank you.